Now, a Good Business San Diego financial news update, sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management.
Hi, I'm Roy Robertson, and I'm here with Brent Wilsey, the president of Wilsey Asset Management. Today, Brent's here to talk about the likelihood of imposing tariffs on foreign trade partners and the impact tariffs may have on consumers and on investors. Brent, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Now, this could be really hard on the economy and hard on businesses, right?
It really is. And the nice thing, we have history here. We go back 6 years when we had tariffs before. They started back in 2018. Now, what we saw back then, we saw disruption in supply chains. And what that caused was it caused prices to rise. And we really got hit. I hate to bring up COVID, but COVID really saw supply chains major disruption. So now, depending on how long these tariffs last, that could be a problem. And I do want to say the tariffs will be good for us, but there's going to be some short-term pain. These will rise manufacturing costs. Say you're building an engine for a company and you need these certain parts. Well, they could come from China or Mexico. Oh, tariffs, oh, we can't get it. Sometimes the companies will back off on what they're manufacturing. And also, too, you got, profits for companies, they're going to decline. Because if you've got tariffs, you've got problems getting parts, you're going to see corporate profits, if they're depending on other parts around the world, decline.
So far, the markets haven't responded to this. Of course, they haven't been imposed yet, but right now, we're not seeing any major panic, right?
We're not, and I'm kind of surprised by it because everyone knows they're coming. But what's happening is that companies and corporations, like companies are saying, oh, well, we're friends with the president now, it's okay, he's not going to hit us. Countries saying, oh, we're friends with the president now, he's not going to hit us. I think they're under this false assumption that if you're friends with the president, everything will be okay, and that's just not the truth. He is going to do what he needs to do to get fair trade, and I think companies that are, in this la la land, there's some companies like Apple, they could get hit very hard, but because of things they've done, inauguration and so forth, they've done a lot to where they think, yeah, we'll be fine, he won't touch us. And I believe the president will do what he needs to do to get to fair trade, which will take some time.
And again, you don't have to look too far back in history. You say this happened in 2018, so there's a roadmap for what it is that we might anticipate.
There really is, and we can talk about China back in 2018. The tariffs started. They built all the way up to $163 billion over time. And what happened when they were doing this, China didn't sit there and saying, okay, fine, we'll do it, we'll pay it. They said, okay, you put a tariff on us, we'll put a tariff on you. Right. And it became this back and forth, back and forth. And why people think that tariffs will be done quickly, I just don't get it, because they're not going to be. Countries want to negotiate. They'll try to get the best they can, whether it's China, Mexico, Canada, whoever it may be. They're not going to just cave in right away and say, okay, we'll do whatever you want. They're going to negotiate for themselves to get better deals as well.
So once imposed, do you see this sticking around for a while?
I really do. And what's going to happen is that, back in 2018 as well, we saw the cut in tax rates for corporations. They went from, 35% to 21%. That was a 40% decline. That is huge. What that did, it helped the economy do better through this. We don't have that this time. The best we may have is some tax relief, which could come up in the fall. Also, too, we've got more tax cuts that may be coming, but we can't count on those. And we're in a different situation with the economy. The economy is okay, but we're not going to get the big benefit from what we're actually doing there. So we've got to be careful. And I just want people to realize that this is a good thing, having the tariffs. We need that fair trade. But there's going to be pain to pay before we get to the good part. So be patient, be careful on your portfolio.
Right. Okay, Brent, thanks very much. Sure. Brent Wilsey, phone number 858-224-0004. You can find him online at smartinvesting2000.com. Brent's here every Wednesday at 6:55. We'll be right back.
This has been a Good Business San Diego financial news update, sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management.
I'm going to do the close one more time.
Okay, you want to do close?
Yep. Okay. Tell me when you're ready, Brad.
3.
Brent Wilsey, you can reach him at 858-224-0004 or online at smartinvesting2000.com. Brent's here every Wednesday at 6:55 with a commentary. Thanks for watching.
This has been a Good Business San Diego financial news update, sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management.